Hello everybody, welcome back. It is the end of 2023. I don't know where this year went. It went really fast. But I wanted to thank you all for watching our videos over the course of this year. We've posted one every single week all year. And so I thought it would be kind of fun to look back and see what were our most loved and watched videos versus what were our least loved and watched videos for the year. And maybe somewhere in here you'll see one that you have missed that might be interesting to you, so I will put all of the links down below. So let's start with the ones that were viewed quite a bit this year. So taking the number 5 spot is a video about the personal balance sheet and net worth statements not being as scary as you think. The personal balance sheet worksheet is one to just compile at least once a year. What do you have and what do you owe and what does that look like? To kind of get an idea of, first of all, where all of your assets are, but also how you're doing and how you're making progress year over year. So that's a concept that's near and dear to my heart anyway. Number 4, Crystal and I went to Las Vegas to the NATP Tax Forum, and while we were there, we did a video and we talked about the enrolled agent certification versus the CPA designation, and a number of other things. So that video came in at number 4. Number 3 was hiring your first employee in Washington State. So we went through a bunch of the payroll tax obligations and such. Some of the numbers will change as we're heading into 2024, but the video itself is still totally relevant. Check that out if you're thinking about hiring. We also did one recently that's not anywhere in this top or bottom list, but we did one comparing hiring an employee versus an independent contractor. So that may be useful to you as well if you're hiring. Number 2. This one makes me laugh a little bit because it's the most loved in that it was the most watched. It was also probably the most hated video of the year. It was announcing that the Washington Cares program was going back into effect July 1st. This is the program that if you are an employee, you've been seeing these premiums come out of your paycheck since July 1st. And it is a deeply unpopular program to taxpayers. So this program is to pay for long-term care benefits of about $30,000 a year, or $30,000 lifetime for Washington State residents, and it definitely sparked some comments that were very anti-state of Washington. Number 1. Sales and use tax in Washington State. This is by far our most watched video and probably has the most reach. So it's not terribly surprising, but I'm glad it's been useful to people. If there's anything in any of these videos that you wish that had been answered, please do let me know that. I would love to do follow-up videos on these to give more information. So those were the videos watched the most over the last 12 months. For the videos watched the least, I did filter out the ones that we've put up just in the last few weeks to give them a chance to build up a few more views, but these are the least watched videos over the last year. Coming in at number 5, we did a video on restricted stock units. So if you work for Amazon or Microsoft or any of the other big tech companies, you probably have RSUs, and so we took a stab at giving the general overview of how RSUs work and how they impact your tax situation. Coming in at number 4, tax benefits for health savings accounts. Health savings accounts can be a really helpful thing, and we tried to explain when you would choose health savings accounts versus coverage that doesn't qualify. So hopefully that's helpful for some, but it hasn't been helpful for many yet. Similarly, coming in at number 3 were tax benefits for education. So the credits for education, college credits and things to that effect. Number 2, tax myths around the employee retention credit. I know I was sick of hearing of the employee retention credit. I'm still getting mail and occasional voicemails and tons of email claiming that I could be eligible for thousands of dollars for each employee that I hired. I'm ready to be done with this one too. It can stay down there at the least loved spot. Number 1 least loved video, kind of sad. There's one trying to explain what it means to write off stuff on your taxes. We hear that a lot. People just in conversation will say, you should do this because it's a write-off. What does that even mean? So that's what we attempted to answer with this video. So that is the rundown of the 5 most and 5 least watched videos over the course of the year. Again, I want to thank you for being here in this journey. Thank you for those of you that have provided feedback. I really, really appreciate it. And those that have subscribed and that have been here week after week, I do really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful last week of the year and Happy New Year. I will see you next week. Bye.